Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 8.6. I'm an old guy gaming, and I've made up my mind. We're going to go ahead and take the Crusald orbital station apart. It would be cool to keep, and like I said, I might suggest that to my partners in crime on the multiplayer server, possibly. But it's just too big of a station and too impractical for a single person. So we're going to head on back there, and we're going to start taking it apart and feeding all the components and all the good stuff into the factory. So I brought back everything that we had on the first load. I'm going to take both the Jade Jet and the shuttle, Capital Shuttle, over there this time, so we can, we're just like floating off into space, aren't we? Have a little more storage space to bring stuff back. Okay, so let's see. Whoa. Hello. So we're heading over here to the Crusald Orbital, and I will bring you guys back when we get there. Be back in a sec. Alright guys, I'm actually back at my station. It occurred to me as I started to leave back over to Crusald that I should actually have a multi-turret mounted on the capital ship to take that thing apart. It's going to go way faster than doing it by hand. So I'm coming back here, and let's make sure I can make that. I think I can. I just want to double check. I've got 3,000 points, so there's still some stuff I think that I probably haven't done. But it looks like I've learned everything for capital ships. So let's go back into here. We're going to hit a capital ship, and we want a tool turret. So let's make a tool turret. So yeah, that way we can then put a multi-turret out on the ship itself, and use that to take it apart. Oh, you know what? Something just occurred to me. I think we made one of those on the stream on Saturday and put it over here on the Corvette. So let's just grab that one for now, and then you know, we'll make more later. Yeah, so that's a multi-turret. Perfect. Okay, so let's take that. Alright guys, we're back and ready to take this thing apart. I think we're gonna just take it from the take it apart rather, from the ground up. Whoop, little graphics issue there. So let's park right about here-ish. And we'll go into the turret. Which is going to be under harvest. Make sure we are on retrieve blocks. I want to grab everything whole. All the combat steel blocks we'll be able to, of course, use for a capital ship build. And then the components are mostly going to feed into the factory, because I've built most of the components already for our cap ship build anyway. Or at least a good portion of them. So yeah, pretty much the plan here is just to strip this thing down to the last block. Okay, so I think that's about it. Let's take a look at here now. So we got elevators. These are normal. Excuse me. Those are normal windows, so those will feed into the factory. These couple of turrets and blocks and things are things that I pulled off by hand off camera. We got a graph generator that we're going to see. I've already made one of those, so we'll feed that into the factory. We're going to feed the flare truss blocks, because those are normal steel. We'll keep the elevators, we'll keep the combat steel for the capital ship build. We might need, you know, now that I think about it, we might actually need a couple of gravity generators on the Corvette, so I might keep those too. Because these are base turrets and I don't really have any plans, I don't have any immediate plans to build any kind of super powerful space station or base for now. We're just going to mount those up into the factory. Oh, I want to put those into my inventory first, though. Oh, they are in my inventory. Okay, so we'll feed those into here. The light, you know, we are going to need lights. Maybe we should hang on to the lights, too. Those should give us some good stuff. Alright, well, we're getting there. Some of these lower requirement stuff I'm sure will, by the time we're done with this station anyways, I'm sure we'll have met those. We still might need to feed some iron in, but we can definitely do that. Okay, so let's move this up here. And we'll take the rest of this bottom section off. Did I get up a little too high? Yeah, I did. And next, I think we'll work on this side. I wonder if we can work from this direction and reach everything as we take it over from the side. Let's find out. So we probably want to be right about... Oh, I would have figured that station would have been level, but it's not. Interesting. Kind of weird. Okay. Let's get a little closer to, right to maybe about here-ish, I'm thinking. And we'll try that. And then we're just going to kind of sweep along the bottom layer here and shave away at the blocks. All right, guys. So I've shaved a significant portion of the bottom part of the station off. I almost could reach to all the way to the other side. Excuse me, from this side. I also switched over to the other side from where I was when I left off with you guys because the sun's on this side, so I can see a little bit better. And then one thing occurred to me: I should probably go and pull all the fuel and oxygen off of this station first, because I don't know if I get the fuel back or not when you know, when you take it down. There's only 6%, but it's because it is such a big station. That's still, I guess that's not a huge amount of fuel, is it? So yeah, let's just take all of the fuel off, pretty much. And let's get all of the oxygen out of here too. And I've already pulled a lot of oxygen tanks off this thing, so I don't know if I lost that stuff or not. But if we do 9,000, I guess that's not really a whole lot of oxygen, is it? Okay, well, anyway, that could possibly be to the fact that I've already pulled a lot of oxy tanks off the place. But anyway, we're going to keep working on this and shaving away this side of the bay here. And I'll bring you guys back in a little bit after we make some more progress. Oh, I will show you what we've done so far, too. Excuse me. So far, we have grabbed all of this. And like I said, we've got a ton of oxygen tanks. So those we're gonna keep for the Corvette. At least we're gonna keep some of them. I'm sure we're gonna want some more shutter doors too. So you know what? Let's actually pull everything out of here, and we'll transfer the stuff we want to keep to the cargo box. So we got a full stack of those. We're going to keep the elevators. Let's keep... I don't think I'm going to use a hangar door for the capital ship, because there isn't one that's large enough, I think, to fit the raider through. So, and you know, if we do need one, we'll make one, right? The stairs, those are not a big deal. We'll just, I mean, we'll feed those in the factory. I was going to keep this extra grav generator. We're not going to keep the turrets for now because they're base turrets, so they're not capital ship turrets. We are going to keep lights, and we'll keep at least let's do at least that many oxygen tanks for the Corvette. I'm thinking that's probably all we're going to need for the vet. That's a lot. That's a lot of oxygen tanks. Shutter doors we might need, so let's keep about 12 of those. And I think the rest of this stuff will go ahead and feed into the factory. Like so. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to just keep. I'm going to keep those fuel tanks too, of course, for the capital ship. But I'm going to keep shaving away at this, and I'll bring you guys back here in just a little bit. All right, guys, we're back. I've pretty much taken off the whole side where the docks and all that were from here. So that whole chunk right there I've taken down, but on the other side, of course. And so I'll show you what I have so far. But I think what we're going to do next is we're going to kind of punch into the engineering section and get all the goodies out of here before we go any further along with this. So what we have so far now is all of this stuff. So let's pull all of that into our inventory. And then we're going to go to the cargo box. And stuff we want to keep is any combat steel blocks, of course, we want to keep. Elevators. Lights we'll keep. Shutter doors. I can't imagine I would need any more than those, so I think we're good on that. You know, let's go ahead and just hang on to a couple hangar doors too, because why not, right? Automatic doors, we're going to want those for interior stuff. We'll definitely need some ventilators, definitely need some cargo boxes. Tech equipment, we'll take that. Switches, solar panels, nah. We want the fuel tanks, of course. So I think the rest of the stuff will go ahead and feed into the factory. I guess I'm getting a little pickier than I had thought I was going to with this stuff, but I guess my rationale there is if I think I'm going to need it later, you know, we might as well keep it instead of breaking it, you know, breaking it all down. So anyway, okay, so yeah, we got quite a ways to go. I mean, we're making a little bit of a dent in here, but not a huge dent by any stretch of the imagination. So we'll just kind of see how things continue to come together here. We're going to get into some of the more valuable, I guess, salvage when we break through this engineering section, though. So that's going to get us some stuff, and then we'll just see, you know, how I feel about it in terms of if I want to keep it or not. All right. So let's see. Let's pop back into the multi-turret and start taking this stuff out. I've already grabbed some of it. The station still keeps powering on, off and on a little bit because of the solar power, until we actually take the, you know, capacitors out. Grab all those elevators. That's the room that had the jennies in it, so we just got some good generators there. The generators we're definitely going to melt down though, because I'm using, you know, the large generator for the ship, and that should add pretty good stuff to the factory in terms of materials and all that. That's the room that had the other jennies. So yeah, we're pretty much just gutting this thing out. We're getting lots and lots of combat steel from doing this, which is awesome. We're gonna need it. Looks to me like that gets most of the equipment from out of here. Most of this is just blocks. So let's cut up into this next level. And we have some more elevators and doors we can take down. Right through here. Okay, I'm gonna go up a little bit with the ship now. Whoops, back up a little too. And let's kind of punch down into here. Lots of cargo boxes in that area. I think that was the command center room there. It looks like it's got a bunch of consoles and stuff inside. You know, they made this whole station pretty much out of combat steel, but they put the weak windows in. I wonder why that is. That's the whole elevator shaft. And then that area up there is, I think, was the room with had the constructors and stuff in it. So we'll go punch into there next. Maybe we'll hit this. Well, now let's actually do it from the side here, I guess. Been kind of working in the shade a lot, so I should have, if I was going to do this all over again, I would have tried to work it from the sunward side a little better, but anyway, it is what it is. Let's see if we can get a little closer. All right. All the storage containers, because we'll use those. We did leave some less valuable stuff inside of them, so that's why we got all those crates there. Alright, that clears that room out. Let's go over to this side. I think there was some stuff in here too, if I remember right. More crates and all that. Hopefully this isn't too terribly dark for you guys on the video. I suspect it might be a little bit, but you know what I could do now that I think about it? What if we, let's see, I think I actually have a light in here that we could put on that might help a little bit. Let's try that. Oh, my oxygen is, where is it? Let's get that back up. While we're taking care of our vitals, we might as well get our food back up too. I took all the food that we looted from the place and put it on the space station. Alright, can we pop this light here? I might put it down a little lower. So I don't want the turret to hit it. Maybe there. See how that does. Might help a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Not a ton, but that goes off to the other side. Okay, let's grab these guns. Alright, we're full up here because we got a lot of stuff. Large constructor. Here, let's just take all of this out of here. Look at all those generators. Nice. So for what we're going to keep, we want to keep the doors, the combat steel, the ventilators. I'm not going to keep any large constructors. We'll keep cargo boxes. Let's see. Heavy windows. We might keep some of those too. We'll keep the elevators. We're going to want some consoles. We're going to want, well, no, we don't want a capacitor, but we do want fuel tanks. And I think the rest of this stuff we will feed into the factory. Just do it this way. Yeah, a lot faster. There we go. Something occurred to me though. I'm gonna either have to not try and hang on to all these components if I want to, you know, maximize the stuff in the factory for the raider, or, you know, hang on to the components because we know we're going to need them at some point, and probably just use ingots for the rest of it. I haven't really decided yet what's going to be, you know, the better use of time. I'm sort of kind of leaning towards rather just melting it all down, because that way, you know, we're making immediate use of it instead of saving it for probably using it later, you know. Most of this is just combat skill. It's great to get all the combat skill though. I mean, it's definitely worth it for that alone, if nothing else, I'm thinking. Okay, let's reposition our ship here. I'm going to come down here real quick, and let's go ahead and get the bay doors out. I don't think there's a whole lot else in these side compartments, and by the way, you know, in the way of components anyway. We did find some oxygen tanks down in this section, as I recall, and some fuel tanks too. Bunch of glass up there. elevator shaft. Okay, let's reposition again. I think there's like some oxygen and fuel tanks down in this little section down here. Yeah. We grabbed a lot of those already though from the other side. This turret's got quite the range on it. I already cleaned all those out. And then somewhere I thought up in here were some fuel tanks. Or maybe not. Or maybe we already got them. I don't know. I'm not seeing them. Okay. Or maybe they're up in here. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So that pretty much takes all of the major stuff out of this. Most of the rest of that's just going to be blocks. And punch in through this way. It's all just a sign. Yeah, this was the room that had the medical stuff. Okay. Keep those lights there. Uh-oh. Time to empty again. Oh, I don't think I actually pulled everything out of that the last time either, did I? Okay, so we want to go here, and we want to go here. We're going to save cargo. We're going to save... I don't think we need to save a plant grow light. Not going to save solar panels. I am going to save fuel tanks. We'll continue to save cargo boxes and elevators and combat steel. I don't think we're going to save any more oxygen tanks. I think we have enough of those. Alright. So now that stuff can go into the factory. Got the rest of that out of there. And we want to go back into our cargo box. Okay, we want to save the medical station. Probably actually would be a good idea to have a couple of those on the ship. We can't save the tech and the console stuff because I am using that, and the furnishings and the lights, the radar deco. And we'll probably want some of those too, I guess. Okay, let's get a little closer here. Trim some of these upper blocks out of the way so we can see better in there. I'm a little high though. Let's lower it back down just a bit. that room down below, there were some crop plots and stuff, as I recall. But we might be able to we can probably get at that from a different angle more easy. We've got a few lights in there we could probably grab. Got to get the beam right on the lights. And sometimes you have to kind of aim for the middle of the beam. I guess this was just an upper room with some crates and stuff in it. That's where we first came down. I remember that place now. Okay, let's move over. I guess we'll move over this way. And we also have some solar panels that we can take out. Yep, they kind of cut through here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to take this entire station apart. If I do, I'll definitely do it off camera. And the other thing too is I'm not sure if it'll actually respawn or if I've taken too much of it apart for that to happen. It'd be kind of cool if it did, just because, you know, then we could take it over again, or somebody else could. Light. All right. Well, let's grab those elevators. I think we've pretty much got the lion's share of the componentry off this station. A lot of blocks left. If the game does not respawn this, then I can always come back here and farm out more blocks when we run out. So we'll just have to check it later, I guess. Okay, let's jump out of the ship here and just go inside, look around, and make sure we didn't miss anything really good. Make sure oxygen is topped off. No O2 in the tank, so there's the timer. Fill both of those back up. How the hell do we get way back there? Okay, so yeah, we're just going to take a quick look inside, make sure we didn't miss anything really good. A few more elevators and some lights. We can grab those. Sensors. I think we did a pretty good job of clearing it out, though. Okay, there's the crop plots. Those I want to grab, because we're going to need those for the capital ship. Might as well pick up the food processors. What's in here? Oh, yeah, we'll take that. Some more deco stuff. Holographic screen. Okay. Lights and stairs we will take. What's this? Oh, we'll take both of those things. Some deco console blocks thingies. Elevator, ventilator. We got this here. Can pick that up. Bunch of rails. There's a little console thingamajigger. It's a space dust, I guess. I don't know what you call those, but something like that. I think we did a pretty thorough job of cleaning this place out. That's our core. Could pick it back up. Actually, no, we don't want to do that, because if we are going to come back here later and harvest more blocks, we need that in place. So grab the doors. Got all this glass here. Elevators there. Well, I think we've done a pretty damn good job of cleaning this place out. Not a whole lot left, other than just blocks. There's a light. Grab all this glass in here. Okay, I think that's about it, guys. I think that's about it. So, like I said, if this place does not respawn, and I suspect it probably won't, because I really tore it apart, we can always come back here and harvest more combat steel for our build. But we have several stacks already, so you know, we did really good from that standpoint for sure. I did end up keeping more of it than I had originally thought that I would, and that's something that you know, I might still just go ahead and melt down anyways. I haven't really decided yet. I mean, either way, you know, I'll get good use out of it. It's just really a matter of, do I want to use it now or later, you know? Okay, cool. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Stop by and see us on Discord if you want to hang out with us, and or come see me on a live stream. I do live stream on Twitch several times a week. You can find the links to both of those places in the About section of the YouTube channel. Otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your day. Remember, like I said, I'll be gone all next week, but then the week after that, I'll be back to the normal schedule. So there may be several days in between where you won't see any videos, but I will get back on track as soon as possible, and we'll keep working on building that Corvette. All right, guys, take care. Talk to you later. Bye.